Also fascinating, it's been 20 years since the Massachusetts Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage here in the Commonwealth.
In celebration of Pride Month, NBC10 political reporter Matt Prichard sat down with former Chief Justice Margaret Marshall to look back at that decision and the impact it has had over the last 2 decades. His interview is new at 6.
And in a career spanning decades, I wrote many hundreds of decisions. But there's always one decision that comes up every 20 years.
One case has stood the test of time. Former Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court Chief Justice Margaret Marshall looking back at the Goodridge case of 2003 and the opinion she authored that legalized same-sex marriage in the Commonwealth.
The question was, under that Constitution, if the state, if the Commonwealth of Massachusetts was providing these really quite significant benefits, but also protections, and responsibilities to one set of people, couples, could they deny it to another?
So when you had finished writing the opinion then, I mean, were you aware of just, the historic nature of it?
No.
What it was going to bring?
No, not at all, not at all. I knew that there was some interest. I had no idea that it would have the kind of national ramifications, let alone international ramifications.
Do you put it on your Mount Rushmore of decisions?
I hope not. Yeah. Which is to say, one of the extraordinary things is, on the day of argument, our courtroom at the Supreme Judicial Court was packed. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the courtroom is packed, sometimes the courtroom is not packed. Sometimes I would walk onto the bench and I wouldn't know why the courtroom was packed. I'd read all the cases and I'd wonder, did I miss something today? Was there something here? And you never know. After the arguments, most of the people in the courtroom left, but not all. There were 2 or 3 other cases to be argued that day. And for the people who remained in the courtroom, their case was the most important case to them in their lives. And if you're a justice, you close one set of briefs, you open the next set of briefs, you invite counsel to oral argument, and then you're just focused.
What criticism do you remember start to sort of come your way, or that you started to notice, and when did it start to bubble up?
Oh, very quickly. Wow. Very quickly. The next day, the next weeks, was a very difficult time. Both criticism and respect for the decision. It's just part of my job. I've been criticized for many decisions. Probably none as vehemently as this. On the other hand, even today, 20 years later, people will come up to me and thank me. My answer is the same. It's not me, it's the Constitution.
So you don't really see yourself as a hero of the LGBTQ movement?
Not at all. I really don't.
Instead, Justice Marshall calls Goodridge just one piece of an overall government response. Judiciary going first, giving way to legislative and executive steps that have followed.
From my point of view, it was all 3 branches eventually responding to the people to permit same-sex marriage in Massachusetts.
Matt Prichard, NBC10 Boston.
In recognition of Pride Month, be sure to join us on Saturday for full coverage of Boston's annual Pride Parade. Celebrate with us from 11 a.m. to noon on NECN, Telemundo, or streaming on the Boston News Channel of your favorite streaming platform.